Hi, in this tutorial today I'm going to be showing you how to find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple using something called the ladder method. This is a really quick way to find these two values. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is find a question. Okay, so it might be find the highest common factor and lowest common multiple of the numbers 24 and 36. Okay, so this is the method that we need to use. First of all, we write those two numbers at the top. Okay, and then we just draw for ourselves an L shape going around them. And our next job is to ask ourselves, what is the lowest prime factor of these two numbers? Now, the fact that they're both even tells me that that is 2. Okay, so I'm now going to say how many 2's go into 24 and write that underneath, so it's 12. And how many 2's go into 36? It's 18, write that underneath. And follow that up with another L. Okay, so you can see where the name comes from, the ladder method. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to ask myself again is, what is the lowest prime factor of these two numbers? And again, they're both even, so that's 2. Okay, and then ask myself, how many 2's go into 12? That's 6. And how many 2's go into 18? That's 9. Okay, so things have changed slightly now because I'm not going to have a 2 next. You can see that 2 doesn't go into 6 and 9. It does go into 6, but not 9. So what's the lowest prime factor of both of these numbers? Let's go along from 2. It should be 3. They're both multiples of 3. Okay, and we go and ask ourselves the same question again. So how many 3's go into 6? 2. How many 3's go into 9? That's 3. Okay, and we stop there because actually we've got to 2 prime numbers at the bottom. Okay, so as soon as we get to 2 prime numbers at the bottom, we finish the ladder method, and now we can use the numbers around the side, okay, to find, first of all, the lowest common multiple. And the lowest common multiple is just found by multiplying all of these prime numbers around the edge together. Okay, so we've got 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 3, which is how many 2's? 2 to the power of 3 times 3 squared, which I know is 8 times 9, which is 72. Okay, so the lowest common multiple here is 72. And the highest common factor just comes from multiplying together these numbers down the side in blue. Okay, so the highest common factor is just these ones here. Okay, so it's 2 times 2 times 3 in this case, which is 12. And you can see that 12 goes into 24, 12 goes into 36. Definitely the highest number, highest factor that goes into both numbers. Okay, all right, so there's one example. I'm going to follow this up with one more, a bit more difficult one. Okay, so the next one we'll do is find the lowest common multiple and highest common factor of the numbers. Let's go for 80 and 104. Okay, all right, same idea. So we're just going to do an L shape. They're both even, so it's 2 to begin, 40 and 52. Again, they're both even. So again, the lowest prime factor that we've got is 2. So that goes in 20 times into 40. And what's this, 26? Again, they're still even. So we've got another 2. So we've got 10 and we've got 13. Okay, and do these have any prime factors in common? I don't actually think they do. Let's have a think. 2, no. 3, no. 5, no, they don't. Okay, so we've finished. So in this case, we're going to be multiplying these up. Now, I did say actually in the last example that we wait till we've got 2 prime numbers at the bottom, but actually as if there's 1 prime number, actually, as you can see in this example, because there's only 1 and 13 that goes into 13. So neither of those go into 10. Okay, so yeah, that's why we stop. Okay, so in this case, the lowest common multiple is 2 times 2 times 2 times 10 times 13. Okay, I'm going to use my calculator here, which is 1040. And the highest common factor, as we said before, is just the ones down the left-hand side multiplied together. So in this case, it's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Okay, so we've got those statistics really easily using the ladder method.